Okay, here we are outside Balam, and I'm going to do a quick overview of the junction system for you. So, first of all, we hit the junction button and pick which character we wish to, junction. First we'll go into Squall, because he's much better than Quistis, and everything should be centered around him anyway. And we'll pick our GFs. So, for starters, we'll pick Sheva, for reasons that I'll go into later. And now, as soon as you've junctioned a GF, it will automatically bring you into the ability screen. This just sets your various commands that you can do in battle, like magic. But the main one that we're going to want right now is draw. We'll set that at the top and then just take whatever else you want later. Preferably GF and item, because magic at this point isn't really necessary. Ability we'll get to later on in the game. Right now, we'll just do the same for Quistis. Draw, GF, and we'll put magic for her just to shake things up. Alright, now after you've done that, the very first thing you're going to want to do is get into a battle.
Only the RNGs inside a troll you can get there.
Just a touch.
Oh my god, killer bugs!
Alright, now, Quistis will tell you how to use your gunblade trigger. And what we're going to want to do in this first battle is just take out one of these enemies to make things a hell of a lot easier. Now, the key to hitting trigger is right as soon as you see the slash. Except I missed it, so apparently I don't know how to do it either.
I always found the best time to use the trigger is the second your character's weapon makes contact with the enemy.
Alright, so, after you've defeated one of these little bug creatures, we leave this other one alive, and we start the all-important process of drawing. And what we're going to want to do is just stock these first items here.
And we get fire. You know,
these little blue bugs contain fire and scan, if I remember right.
Yeah, scan.
And now comes the process of doing this over and over and over again. Why? I'll show you later. But we'll skip this for now and come back out when I've collected 100 each of these magics. Alright, are you guys still with me? At this point, you can look in your magic here, and you should have 100 fires and 100 scans. Do you actually need this? No. Should you do it anyway because I'm telling you to? Yes, and it'll become very much apparent later on in the game why. Now, after we do that, we're going to do some more fun grinding. Yay! And to do this, we're going to cut across this little roadway here and make our way down to the beachfront. And get in a fight with some scary fish.
I like to call them the sand sharks.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And you guys will probably see why in about 5 seconds.
And I think I just bumped the camera, but whatever. Nobody's perfect.
Gee, I wonder where they are. Could they be those fins coming out of the ground?
Okay, again, what we're going to do is kill one of them and leave the other one alive to be siphoned at our leisure.
I usually find these enemies to be probably the most annoying in the game. Well, this early part. You won't believe how long it takes to kill just one of these little bastards.
Yes, these enemies are a little bit tougher than your average blue little flying beetle thing, but they shouldn't cause too much of a problem for you.
They're durable little bastards. But these are nothing compared to the big bruiser of this game. Oh no. Oh, the T-Rex swords. Those things can kill you fast.
We'll be getting into them at some point as well. Okay, once you've finished off one of them, you're going to do exactly the same thing that you did to that blue little beetle. Except for scan, obviously, because you should have stocked that. But these question marks, it's time to go to town.
Whoopsie-doo.
This first one is Blizzard.
That will come in handy against fire, actually.
Wow, Sherlock. Great deduction. And the second one is the almighty sleep attack.
That's like the best attack for the T-Rex, or something like that.
We'll see you in another 10 to 20 minutes.
Thanks to the power of editing, that only took 3 seconds.
Huzzah. Now, after you've done that, just to make sure, you should have 100 blizzards. And I know I said earlier on that you need sleep, but I decided that I didn't want it anyway, and you don't really need it.
It's one of those little magics that's just there.
Now to head for the magical forest before the fire cavern.
Except no, RNG decides to troll you with a battle.
That's okay. We'll take care of these guys quick.
Oh, hey, it's one of these things.
Oh, isn't this pleasant? If we had run into one of these guys, we could have stocked Blizzard from them. But it doesn't really matter who we get it from.
I think they also give you stock. I mean, scan. Oh, wait, we've got a new one.
Now, as I'll show you at the moment, you can stock cures from this guy. But we're not going to do it from this guy, because you usually don't run into him all that often. I just got really lucky. Okay, off to the magical forest like I said before. Now, you're going to want to run into...
I'll also say this forest has one of the most annoying enemies in it. What the hell is that? Oh.
This is exactly the guy that you want to run into. Now, you may also run into this guy with 2 of those blue little flying beetle things around with him. You'll just want to kill those. Same process as before. And you're going to want to start... Yes, and you're going to want to start stocking cure magic.
And what was the first magic? I don't really remember. And you'll occasionally get really cinematic like that.
He also, as my partner just pointed out, has another magic, which we call Thunder. You'll want to stock that as well.
Thunder!
Repeat the process that we have already done twice now. Okay, we have returned, and luckily for you, that will be the last magic grinding you'll be doing for quite some time. So have a little victory party here. Yay! Alright, now, after getting out of that battle...
You're kind of beat up.
You may possibly be, so don't worry too much if you use a couple cures to...
After all, cures are a lot better than potions by a long run.
Right. And what you're going to want to be doing now is we're done with the magic grinding. Now comes the all-important aspect of GF grinding. What? More grinding? I thought you said you were done. No, you're not. I lied. So, we're going to go back to the beachfront area.
And the RNG decides to troll you again.
And we run into the enemy I said was going to be very rare. Again! Boy, I guess I'm...
Random number generator, you are a troll sometimes.
Making an ass of me yet again. Well, obviously this enemy exists, so if you run into him before you run into that caterpillar guy, take the cures from him, by all means. But
it should also be noted that this guy actually does sometimes appear with those beetles, but that's even rarer than fighting this guy.
No, he doesn't.
No? I've seen him appear with at least one of them at one point.
Okay, we head to this beachfront area, because the enemies we're going to want to be fighting here...
battle again.
Damn it. Alright, here we are at the beach. I'm going to teach you how to junction the almighty magic. Here we go. Hit the junction command into Squall. You're going to want to hit magic, obviously. And when that comes up, you have HP, Strength, Vitality, Magic, and Spirit. Now, the one that's highlighted is the only one that your GF will currently allow you to junction at this point. When we get into GF abilities things, it'll become more apparent how that works. But for now, we'll just junction in something like Scan onto Spirit, just for the heck of it. Spirit doesn't really do all that much in my opinion. I'm sure I'll get a lot of emails about that one, but we'll have to see. Now, once you've junctioned that to Squall, switch over to Quistis and do the same for her magic ability, which is far more important. For magic, you're either going to want to equip Blizzard or Fire.
Yes, let's junction magic to magic.
And once you've done that, exit out, and we're going to do some GF level grinding. What's that, you ask? Well, your GFs have all these fun little abilities here.
Some more important than others.
HP Junction, Vitality Junction, Card. These are the ones that we're mainly going to want to get right now. And for those of you thinking, boy, that seems like it's going to take a long time with all those 50s and 40s, yeah, it's going to be a while. But this is something you kind of want to do early, because later on in the game, you don't want to keep having to do it.
Yeah,
so
better early than late.
First of all, the most important thing to do is obviously get more junction commands like HP, Vitality to increase all of your stats and not just one or two. So we'll do HP Junction for Quetzalcoatl, and for Shiva we'll do the all-important Strength Junction. This is the main thing that we're doing right now for Squall to complete the Fire Cavern. You're going to want Strength. Vitality isn't really that important. And Ice Magic Refine, that will be important later. So after we've set those, we exit out.
And more grinding.
We begin grinding again. Now, an important note here is that you're going to want to grind on these beach with these crazy little fish guys, because they'll give you more GF experience than any other monster on Balam at this point.
Even the T-Rex?
No, but you're not going to be able to beat T-Rexer at this point, so
if you try, it's pretty much suicide.
You will fail. Now, you may also be asking me, wait, aren't these guys kind of a little bit difficult? Isn't it going to take a while just to complete one battle, much less the 100 that you're going to have to do? Yes, but I'm going to show you a little trick of the trade. You're going to hurt Squall continually. Don't worry, he can take it. He's pretty tough. Until he's down to virtually no HP at all.
And then you'll get something rather interesting,
which we'll go over when we get it.
We should be getting it
now. When his health is in the yellow, this little arrow is going to appear on the attack thing. What does that mean? It means the all-powerful Renzakuken attack. I call it Renzakuken. That's not actually what it's called, but...
Limit break time.
Now, every time you see the trigger button, you're going to want to hit, whatever it is, cancel, whatever button you've assigned to that. And using this tactic, you're going to be able to kill these things relatively easily. If Squall gets killed off for whatever reason, just revive him with a Phoenix down and you'll be in the yellow again.
Also, not sure how common it is, but sometimes after Renzakuken, you will get a finishing attack. Stuff like, what was it, like Lionheart and that kind of thing?
You'll see as the game progresses.
Right? Also, it seems to change every now and then what Renzakuken actually hits like. Wow, that really did make short work of them.
Not as short as we're going to make. This is the most difficult part, getting the Cure Junction. Once we were able to junction magic to strength, these fights are going to become a lot more easy.
Oh yeah.
Or a lot easier if you're up on your grammar.
Yeah, who gives a darn about grammar?
Alright. Do that probably 100 more times and you'll be good to go.
At least this time you won't have